Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 811. It's been a while, is the theme, but there's a reason why. I haven't seen Brandon in a while, and neither has anybody on stateside because he's been on a trip.
Yep.
I'm excited to talk about that. But first, Justin, you've always got cool shirts. I'm just gonna say,
So,
yeah.
so those of you who are listening to the audio version, I have a brand new Clerks animated T-shirt that I got off of I don't know one of those Chinese websites.
Nice.
It's got the Clerks animated versions of Jay, Silent Bob, Dante, and Randall. So I am
a good
showing
shirt.
it off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one for people who are doing only audio cast because I'm going. To, I literally have a show and tell in my background.
All of these characters, by the way, are on my Tamagotchi Life Island, and I used their animated counterparts as models for the Miis.
Well, I'll do you guys a solid, and I'll make sure that I get this uploaded to the YouTube so that everybody can see the fun things. So yeah, go to the YouTube if you haven't ever been there. There's sometimes things there. Go do that. Brandon, I can't stand it any longer. How the fuck was Japan?
It was fucking awesome. It was pretty sick.
The pictures that you were sending me were just like amazing. Like, oh my god.
It was a nice change to say the least. I'll just start out by saying first I had to fly there, and I wanted to bring my portable fan with me, but they have rules just because I know Eugene loves this shit. They have the rules that it can't be able to be accidentally turned on in the bag if you pack it for checked. So last minute, I threw together this little 3D guy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hang on, I need to make my video bigger.
I lined it up with the holes on the bottom.
So whose rules are these?
That's the TSA rules.
I did not know that.
But yeah, damn it, it snapped in better before. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Maybe this is one of the prototypes. This is the prototype. I don't get the satisfying click when it goes in. That's in the other room. I'm not going to bother getting it.
So what exactly is the rule? You can't have a fan unless it's I don't get it.
Batteries have really gotten like cracked down on. 8 times out of 10, if you want to bring anything battery related, just put it in your carry-ons.
But
your
like checked luggage.
Yeah, exactly. You can't have loose. No, the checked ones you put on the plane, like in the cargo area, you can't access the stuff you bring along with you on the plane.
Oh, so you can bring.
You can bring.
I thought you were saying you wouldn't be allowed to.
I can't bring it in if I was going to leave it. I wasn't going to put this in my backpack. It's huge. So I had to design a thing to cover up the buttons for when it was traveling. And no, it came together really good. I wish I could show it up, but I can't. Oh well. Yeah, it does this really satisfying click, if you can imagine. And just chop.
I mean, you could always go find your little doohickey real quick while Justin and I vamp real quick.
Okay.
Oh, but I was.
Hey, the noise.
I was
Justin
distracted.
Justin, I've been meaning to ask you anyways. So you got those GameCube controller things. Did you ever get the one that the like extension that you can add to the Switch 2 or whatever, so that you can like the GameCube Switch controllers?
Oh yeah. I did get those. I actually was using them a couple of weeks ago.
Does it work well? Because I have the controllers, but I don't have like the adapter.
Yeah, so I did end up having to, I think, like, forget all of the controllers on my Switch 2 and resync everything, because the Switch and apparently also the Switch 2 do this thing where if you have more than, I don't know, 10 controllers paired with the system, it gets stupid. So once I figured out that was the problem, I forgot all controllers, connected them, and they work great. I haven't used them for anything specifically GameCube yet. I've only just tested them out to see if they work, but the other nice thing about them is the GameCube layout works really well for N64 games. So,
Yeah, for sure.
so
Yeah.
if you're
Well, the
playing,
reason
yes,
I've been I want it because I have the GameCube controller, like like the Nintendo branded one, but I want to play a GameCube controller handheld to play Smash, so that's, I can't do that on the Switch too because I don't have the
yeah,
adapter.
yeah. And I think I did test it with Smash Brothers, and it does work. So that's always that's always good news when something you spend a lot of money on works.
Yeah,
For
well, I'm gonna have
real.
to probably get the adapter if you're saying that it works well for the Switch too. So
Yeah, and I think they're only what, like 10, 15
yeah,
bucks or something like that.
yeah, they're fairly
Yeah, I think what
I
inexpensive.
got one of those.
Yeah, I think actually I like added them on to another order so that I could get the free shipping and got like another controller or something like that.
Sure.
But anyway, here's the prototype, and here was the finalized version.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's hear that
and
click.
oh, let's hear that click.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fits perfect. How many revisions did that have to go through?
3.
Okay. And you had
First,
like the perfect color to like match, it looks like, if I'm not
I
being
was very
colorblind.
fortunate in that fact. I already had safety orange in, so that worked out pretty well. But going on to, and then I flew to Japan. The first, the
and then
first,
they made me their chief.
no. See here, they never knew about my 3D printing skills. I told them nothing. No, I said first over. We went over to a area, son of a bitch, called Roku, which I guess is the Geisha Pachinko district. That's where we stayed the first night. That was pretty good.
So basically Las Vegas, but Japanese.
Kinda. There wasn't that many pachinko parlors for being the pachinko district, especially compared to other places I ran into. Pachinko is insane. It's insane. I don't know. Every type of gambling is insane because it's just like, oh, figuring out how to do that when you don't know how to do English or the Japanese talking. That's a little tough, and you have no idea what's happening in this. All I know is there were like a bunch of anime girls running around the screen. One was a sniper, one was a dragon lady, and there was also a really sad looking one. And they kept doing stuff that would encourage me to keep gambling. And I have no idea what's going out. I started out losing, and somehow I was just trying to pretend I was understanding what was happening on the screen, and suddenly I started winning a little bit. That didn't last very long though. But yeah, no. I often went to those places because they always had an area you could smoke, which was semi-difficult in Japan, as it turns out. I was very much lied to about how open smoking is there.
I was gonna
Uh,
say, I thought everybody still smoked in Japan.
that's what I thought too. They've apparently been changing that image. Now they have what I call deemed during my trip the shame shacks, which are basically where you go to smoke your cigarette and look down on the floor, but don't talk to anybody. No one wants to make eye contact in that place. So, uh, very different from America where, smoking spots where everybody chats. Uh, so I had that going on. One of the, basically, explored a lot, but the language barrier was pretty tough. My advice is going to be, get yourself the Google Translate app, number one, and sumimasen, learn sumimasen.
Or go on Steam or the App Store and get Wagutabi and learn how to speak and read Japanese that way.
It was a little late because I was already there, so I basically I was having a lot of trouble with that, but pulled out my translator app, did my best pantomime, and I was doing okay. Once in a while, someone would speak English and be very convenient at the time, but I'd always assume first and foremost they don't. So, and that served me pretty well. The
Is
Mhm.
is it I've heard that it's not uncommon to find somebody in the city who speaks English. Is
Oh,
that
it was fairly common to get some reasonable ones, and I always made sure to compliment their English. Um, but it depended on where you were. Certain places were way more English speakers, other ones not so much. The first day I actually had free in Tokyo, we went to a cool place called Enoshima Island, which was fucking gorgeous. Best views I've ever seen. I'm fairly certain the Toho opening with the splashing water on the beach is filmed specifically there. And I got a really cool shot of Mount Fuji through the fog and the mountain range from that area. So it's definitely a big recommend. It's one problem, lots of stairs. That was a theme of the whole trip, was me exceeding my all-time walking. I did the math. I walked in those 9 days, I walked 75 miles.
75
And
miles and only one street pass.
yeah, I know. That did kill me. I brought the 3DS. 3DS is still a banger system for traveling. I'll just get those out of the way, just so I don't have to do that. But BoxBoxBoy, excellent. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Until the
Oh,
puzzles started to make me feel stupid. Um, then I switched over to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D to try that out, because I was like, maybe this is going to be my RPG for this trip.
were you on a
Um,
3DS XL?
yeah, 3DS, new 3DS XL, sir.
Oh, with the
Uh,
nubbin even.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, it was a new 3DS exclusive.
Yep.
You needed the new 3DS to play it.
Well, I mean, you could play it on Wii in its original
Well,
form.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, specifically the 3DS version was one of, like, I don't know, I think 3 cartridges that came out that were exclusively new 3DS.
Yep. And
Are you guys pro or anti nubbin? I'm pretty pro nubbin.
I was always sort of mid on it. Yeah, no,
I mean, it for the rare occasions that it was actually utilized, I found that it worked
Yeah,
sufficiently.
it's fine.
it's
I liked it
it was
because
one of
it
those things.
was.
I had the slide
Yeah.
thing that snapped
Oh,
into,
see, I had that too.
and like
Yeah.
that made the system so much more comfortable to play. I would like use it even if I wasn't using that second joystick.
I still have like a plastic like ergonomic grip for my 3DS because it's
That's
just so
definitely
much.
something I should have gotten, because that was
Yeah, like
something that
I
kind of
3D printed
limited
one for
me.
my Thor. Yeah, you have to have something like that. Totally.
Is yours TPU?
Oh, mine was IPS
No,
all the
mine's
way.
mine is just PETG. I want to do TPU.
Oh,
That'll
you're
be way
talking
more
about
comfortable.
the filament. I thought you were talking about my screens on my 3DS.
I don't even know what you thought that meant.
I don't know. I heard 3 letters and I just assumed. No, mine are IPS screens, Justin, not TPU.
Those are the
but
best ones. But
but
anyways, go on.
but yeah, it was I played that in the end it was Kirby Planet Robobot that became my go-to when riding in the buses or the
I was
planes,
gonna say,
or
is it like a train thing, and you just bust out your 3DS or whatever? And
I on the trains typically there was too much paying attention to what's going on except for the trip back from Enoshima where it was like a 30-minute train ride.
Mhm.
That was pretty fun. From there we flew up to Sapporo, and Sapporo is where the beer Sapporo is made. If you're curious and you know any Japanese beers. Um that's it. That town was it's much more northern. So something that was very notable was, wow, I can walk around here and not sweat like a pig. It was very nice out there. That was exactly my climate. It also didn't feel as packed. it was easier to negotiate than Tokyo.
Oh yeah, I've heard that Japan is really like ungodly humid, like Florida level humid.
Yeah, it was pretty damn humid. I wore shorts.
I mean, it's an island,
all the
right?
time.
Pretty much. So
yeah, it's
when you got
it's an island
subways,
with an east coast, so you're getting all of that nice moist ocean breeze.
I did like the lateral lines on it, and I figured out that Tokyo is like roughly like going to North Carolina, as far as climate, and where I was going was roughly central New York, Pennsylvania weather. So naturally, I was way more comfortable there, and it was a little cooler than it actually was at home, which I always appreciate. So and that place is beautiful. We hit up all sorts of cool stuff there. It was definitely like the most navigatable city, like by foot. And there was they have a tower. I mean, the brewery tour was okay, I guess. It felt kind of like obligatory. Similar to how we also did a tour of the Japanese banking system, like anybody asked for that. And it was a planned tour. So also planned tours are not so fun if you're not like hot on going real fast and looking around, because our tour guide she was a shark. This lady would like pull out this antenna with a little flag on top, and she would book it. She would tear ass. We're like losing people. It's chaos. And like eventually we get to our destination. You're like, here's a gift shop. All right, cool. Hold on. And we're going again. And like, this is the train stop. All right, awesome. Here we go. And it's, I was like, by the end, I'm like, just let me look around, please. She showed us a couple cool things, but it was like not worth it. She would never look back, never see where anybody was. That's why we were like, oh, say she's a shark. She just goes. And it's,
what happens if you get left behind? Like you just fuck.
You're gonna find your way back to the hotel, I guess. Yeah. We thankfully all sort of like looked out for each other to make sure everyone could make it back.
Keep to the code. And the man who falls behind is left behind.
Yeah, no man yeah, no. It was kind of like a consistent theme that made me go, you know what? Next time I go, no tour groups. No tour groups. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, as much as I love like guided tours, because I'm interested in all that stuff, I would much rather do it at my own pace.
Sure.
Yeah, we went to a couple different places all along the way, and a little town I kind of liked, but we were forced to stay there too long. Followed by the hotel that was on top of a mall. Where was that? That was okay. I did have the benefit of hold on. I forgot to
we need one of those screens. Please stand by with a picture of the Indian.
I went to the crane machine at one of them, and there was a Fist of the North Star, the man with 7 wounds. Box in there. I just tried once. I just I saw it had little rubber grippers on the crane hand, and I was just like, why the heck not? It looks like it might work, because most of them were garbage.
They actually play fair in Japan.
Not always. Yeah, this was a rarity. But no, you could see the crane machines when they were gonna pay out, when they weren't. So you didn't want to. But yeah, I got him on the first try. He's a big ass boy. There was a Japanese couple next to me who oohed and awed. They were very happy and clapping when I got it. They're like, oh,
I'm gonna sidetrack this for a second.
Yeah.
When I worked at Disney World, one of my friends was a custodian in downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs for those of you who care. And he said one day he was just walking through his area and he saw this group of Japanese people I can't even remember. Oh, it was the penny crushing machines. They kept putting pennies in the machines and crush them, and every time it came out, and he said his boss came over, is like, Brian, what are you doing? And he just pointed at them, and they just stood there and watched this Japanese family get excited over pressed penny after pressed penny. So like that thing that they do in anime, they really do in real life.
I will also say people certainly, I don't know if there's like we were having a discussion. It was like, everyone's so buttoned up in Japan. Not everyone's so buttoned up in Japan. But we had a theory about like maybe it was you're so repressed by society that when you decide to just do individualism, you go all the fuck in. So
Sure.
I mean,
like
Japan is like about 30 to 40 years behind the US culturally, so that makes sense.
But yeah, we did that. And the springs, the hot springs were my favorite part because you're basically outside of a national park for what amounts to like the top of a volcano or like part of a really nice part of a Yellowstone Park. I almost said Jellystone. I've been watching too many cartoons. Um, and, no, that was awesome. It's you kind of have to get used to the fact there's a bunch of naked men's butts everywhere, but it's for what it is. Oh my God, we showed up. They have a bunch of these pools, all of them marked for like what hot spring it does. It's got like, here's a salt one, here's a sodium, here's its, and like they have little gauges for how intense it is. One of them they had was outside. It was halfway outside, halfway inside as a hot spring. And when we arrived, it was raining. And that was the sickest fucking thing in the world. Just sitting out, like, surrounded, just arms up on the there, totally in the buck.
Was the rain warm?
No, the rain was cold, but I was in a hot spring. So it's fucking awesome. It just
That does
most
sound
amazing
I don't
shit
know
in the
how I'd feel
world.
about that. I don't know how I'd feel about cold water on my head and warm water on my body.
I'm gonna recommend it 100%.
I've had that experience once in my life in a Colorado hot spring somewhere when I was in a soccer trip. And now that's bringing back really good memories and really bad memories too.
Oh, kids can be cruel. I just basically kept my eyes on the up and the beautiful views you got from inside that place because you could just see the whole park from it and just this sulfur covered line. That is the trade-off. Everything smells like sulfur.
Yeah.
And including us for a solid day afterwards, but you get used to it. Just like you got used to all the naked Japanese, man. We had one that all of us pegged afterwards, like, that was a Yakuza, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Fucking crazy.
And sure enough, he was.
And they also had like one thing that had the cave water at the cave water temperature, which I'm a polar bear. I dunk that shit. And I tricked one of my friends into, he was coming over like, you should try this. It's fucking awesome. He's like, see, it's kind of cool. I'm like, just dunk yourself in. That's how you do it. He goes to do it. And he doesn't like even make halfway contact with the water. And he lifts out the loudest yip I heard. It echoed across the whole place. He's like, too cool. I'm like, I'm too powerful. I'm in my happy place. And I was very proud to sit in there because I had a temperature gauge. And it started out at 15 degrees Celsius. I got to 15.3 Celsius just by sitting there, no peeing or anything.
Nice.
I just didn't cheat. But it was pretty great. That was a good one. And then from there,
Do you think in metric now instead of imperial?
I had to for that one because the Fahrenheit was not available. I did not get very good at making the switch to metric. I just converted. But yeah, from there I went to Tokyo and I got to go to Shibuya. And Shibuya is where they have the scramble. And if you haven't seen it,
The scramble.
yeah, basically there's a intersection right at the start outside of it.
I had a
of, like-
feeling that's what the scramble was. Like when you said it, that's what I pictured.
Yep, it's like 8 different crosswalks, but the thing is, when the light turns to walk, everyone's allowed to walk however you want.
Oh, okay.
And what
Yeah,
it
so
has
like what
turned
I've seen in
into-
video games.
Yep,
got
you
it.
got it. And it's the thing is, it's like one thing that never was communicated to me is it's basically a party every single time that thing goes out. There's like influencers lying on the ground and getting pictures. There's like people in funny costumes doing dances as they go across. It was just absolute mayhem.
So it's essentially Times Square on caffeine.
Yeah. Imagine Times Square, but the all of the tourists have been given governance to do whatever they want whenever they cross the street. It's always change at the same time, so everybody can cross at the same time. And wow, I really recommend that if you're going up to the area. But moving on, I got to see the
cool.
Shibuya Nintendo World, and
Ooh,
it
yeah,
was
okay.
I
didn't know that they had a Nintendo World.
It's the Nintendo World Tokyo location.
Okay.
So that place was a feast for the senses. It's a miracle I made it out without spending more money. I think
Oh,
if
God, dare I ask?
oh my God, that was the best part. That was the best part. Everything in Japan is priced rationally. And then once you throw that our money's worth more on top of it, I paid about $140 for a Virtual Boy set, the full one. They had to
Nice.
the Japanese one even came with an extra little poster with the Japanese ad for it. They taped it to the top. I got the amiibo for Donkey Kong and the little girl whose name off the top of my head. But I got that. That was $12.
Pauline?
So it was like $60. I got this. This was $14. Once pass conversion. The full Samus on the bike amiibo. And I don't know, they look totally different on the back too.
Yeah, it does look kind of different, huh?
That doesn't look like the Japanese ones we buy in our stores.
Yeah, like I noticed that a few years ago they started putting Japanese text on the amiibo boxes, but the boxes still don't look like that on the back, so that's weird.
It's pretty neat. And like, I mean, the Virtual Boy set, that was $60. That was $60. That was, I know, when you put it.
This is why my family has been talking about, like, the next time we do a family Disney trip, we're going to try to go to Tokyo Disneyland because, like, for about the same amount of money we spend to go to Florida and go to Disney there, we could spend
I was
a week.
noticing that. I was literally
we could spend like
that.
a week or two in Japan and see more than just Disney.
My wife has been
but they had other
showing
stuff.
Me, like,
I got a
influencers
mystery
that are
box.
doing that.
And
from
Pikmin.
Oh, it's from Pikmin. It's one of
the enemies. I got him. I got this guy.
Oh, that's sick.
I got this guy. Little keychain.
That's awesome.
And let's see, what else did I get from the Nintendo store? This was all, by the way, $140 altogether.
Like the total, everything that you bought.
Everything
was
I'm showing you right now was $140 total.
That's
I got this guy. Justin, I think this is yours.
Nice.
Woohoo. And of course, I couldn't get away without where are they all in my giant bag? Oh, come on, I know it's in here. It's probably up here. Yep, there it is. I got my own of your little keychain guys for the gotcha
Oh
machine.
yeah, nice.
I got my GameCube.
I mean,
got-
I would joke that, Eugene and I have the complete set, but we had to have somebody else send them to us. So
I paid
yours are cooler.
it was 400 yen, so technically it was like $3 a piece for these guys. And I did a thing for a while at the gotcha
Perfect,
machine
yeah.
where
Are they
there was a
okay? So it's like a blind thing. You don't know.
yeah,
What
it's
you're
like
gonna
a
get.
gotcha machine. You gotta
Okay.
you have 400 yen pop, and then you turn the knob and see what you get. I got the N64 controller and the Super Famicom button control.
That N64 joystick is very satisfying to just hold in your hand. And...
It is. But yeah, I got those guys. That was pretty much. Is that everything I got from the Nintendo Store? That is everything
that's
I got.
my fidget usually is the N64 one or the GameCube
I like the
one.
GameCube C stick. That feels nice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
a-
the C stick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Uh-huh.
I guess
My
as-
wife gets annoyed with all the things that I fidget with, so I'll pull those out, and then they'll start making noise.
But yeah, Japan is 100% keeping the good shit away from us and putting them in their gotcha machines.
Hell, this bag alone is awesome.
Yeah, the bag is sick. It's Nintendo Tokyo and all the characters on there.
That is cool.
Right? Let's see here. But yeah, we got a character from Bobobo. No one knows who this is. I'm just showing you it. Let's see here.
Run that by me again.
Bobobo. It's a man with a giant fro who fights with his nose hair. Ketchup.
Okay.
This is real.
Fucking Japan.
This is real.
For
Anyway,
real.
I got to see the Shonen Jump page where I got my Dragon Ball towel. Their towels are very popular because they do not have paper towels in their things, so you can find like towels of other things. I went to the Capcom store. I got a Rathlos
Nice
towel, which I like.
It looks like a bib.
It's Justin, here's the other part of what you're getting, which is this guy right here.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's got little yens in it.
What is it? It looked like Doug from Disney.
No, that's Peanuts.
Oh,
Doug
okay, yeah, I see.
Doug is not from Disney. Doug is from Nickelodeon. Disney's Doug does not count.
Well, yeah,
Nope, Disney's Doug is
that's
my
a gotcha.
Doug because
That's
I'm anti everybody else. That's the first Doug I had because I never had cable, and so he's my Doug.
But
well, and you're also what, like 5 years younger than us?
But here's the thing Justin's
Also
not
that.
getting, and I'm getting Spike. A stuffed toy of Spike.
He's a little thick for Spike,
He's
isn't he?
lumpy.
Are you sure it's Spike and not one of the other ones?
Pretty sure that's Spike.
No,
Look at
that's his hat. Yeah.
And it's got the mustache, the really long whiskers.
That is awesome.
You don't see that too often. More gotcha stuff. Monster Hunter, monster in a trap, on the ground. This is not a gotcha. It's just a cool Gundam I bought for really cheap, and this cute little guy.
One of these days, I'm gonna try watching that show again.
It's see here, I got this from a gotcha, which is pretty cool. It's a little joystick with for Tekken 8 and
oh, that's awesome! It took me a second to realize like it's an arcade stick.
Show me that again. What was that?
Wait, it makes a noise?
yes, it makes noise.
That's
All the buttons.
sick.
All the
That's so sick.
That was a 600 yen one though. So.
Jeez, it is going to be dangerous for me to go to Japan. I'm just going to spend so much money on so much shit I don't need.
Here's a gift from a friend. They went to the only problem with the people I was traveling with was every other trip they were taking was to a Pokemon center. So every time they did that, I just became a chaos demon and ran off into the night and just went exploring.
Speaking of Pokemon,
Fair.
did you play any Pokemon Go when you were there?
No, actually, I kind of avoided. I was so overwhelmed with Pokemon things. You don't understand. It's everywhere, and They went out of the 9 days. They went to the Pokemon Center 7 days. It's insane. I can't imagine what you're gonna find
That's
at
too
the
many
next one.
days. That's too many days.
Yeah, here's
Did you at least
another.
go in one of the
Snoopy's
days?
so popular in Japan.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, they've got like Snoopy Nintendo games that never came out over here.
I don't know if anyone knows Chainsaw Man, but got these little guys, which are Puchia and the Chainsaw Man.
Nope.
Yeah. Maybe a listener knows. Another Monster Hunter thing, but I gotta put together before I pull out of the bag. This is really exciting for everyone listening. I know. But this is the cat guy.
All right.
He's your little friend when you play Monster Hunter. God,
I
this is the wrong
recognize him
audience to
from
bring
the
this
like
to.
2 hours I spent playing Monster Hunter in my life.
It's just, I just have this thing from Kyoto that's just this. It's just that
Oh,
it
that's
says
cool.
Kyoto on it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That
yeah.
was, but gotcha machines. Gotcha machines.
But why isn't it red?
Because it's shiny, reflective hologram instead.
It should be red.
That's, as it turns out, this one isn't. Kyoto, speaking of which, was a an interesting trip too on its own. That was I'm going to recommend to plan ahead for Kyoto. Don't think you'll just wing it, because I did, and it didn't go great.
That would be me.
That
Yeah,
was yeah.
same.
No, I was most excited about riding the bullet train, and that was fucking awesome. You feel that. You feel that in your stomach when it first starts going.
Why don't we have that here in like our
God.
country?
I traveled 400 miles in 2 hours. That's insane.
That is insane. That's
I
ridiculous.
would totally take a bullet train cross country if we had one.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was great and
Totally.
beautiful views the whole way. If I was sitting on the right side, that wasn't reserved. That's the problem. If you want to go and see Mount Fuji from the bullet train, which is very possible, and there's an incredible view of it, you have to reserve a seat for that.
Of course.
Yeah, basically because every single, if you go through it, a lot of that train is open, except for all the window seats that would be facing Mount Fuji at the time. But I mean, at the same time, the cost of it's like, it was $60, I believe,
That's nice.
for like one way. I paid a little
not bad
more.
for-
I paid
with plane-
$85 on the way back because I was hoping to get a glimpse of Mount Fuji before it got dark, and I didn't. But I did get to
Plane
see the
tickets
nightlife.
are so expensive, so like $60 is like nothing.
$100, yeah, not bad. That is definitely. I had a $2,500 budget. I only went through $1,600 in the 9 days I was there. So, but
that
keep in
feels
mind,
good.
keep in
Should've
mind,
bought more Nintendo shit.
accommodations and certain meals were also already covered. So, yeah, I really regretted not getting more. I did. The trade-off is what I paid for that Nintendo stuff was $120. To get it back was $100 for the suitcase I needed, and then the
Plus the
second,
next-
yeah,
another $100 to check it.
you got it. So pay $200 to get my
Did you have to
stuff
buy the
home.
suitcase while you were out there, or were you smart
Oh
enough
yeah,
to
I
bring,
bought
like,
it.
one
It's
with
really
you?
cool. It's one of the little like hard things that like what are they called? Like hard case ones.
See, whenever I travel, I always pack a duffel bag so that I have an extra bag to bring back with me.
I wish I remembered that, but also some of the stuff I bought were too precious to put in a soft sort of bag to take back. So
I've seen people like take those like Russian nesting doll type suitcases and then like travel with one of those. And
know what
then
I
put their
saw
stuff in.
on the way back was people who would just take 2 bags and then plastic wrap them together in order to form one bag for the check.
Is that like
how well does
okay.
that work?
They let it go through. I don't know what to tell you.
I suppose
Hey.
if it takes up one bag's worth of space and it isn't going to move, I guess that's weird.
Yeah, that was Yeah,
It's weird that people do that. It's weird that somebody thought to do that.
there was more than one. There was more than one. And also the last
Apparently
thing
it's
is
a
just
fake.
my change purse for the whole way, which was this adorable little guy right here that has a bear sewn on it. It says Denim Bear. Denim Bear, find happiness with you.
Nice.
Your smile is my happiness. And that's from the denim shop on Onishima. But yeah, no, fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. The end.
You're making me jealous. My cousin just went to Japan too, so I was hearing it from both ends. Yeah, I need to go. I need to go bad, 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 bad. Justin, you want to go to Japan with me?
Yeah, sure, awesome.
It'd be cheaper.
I mean-
It'd be cheaper for Eugene just because he gets to fly from the East Coast or the West Coast.
Oh, did you
That's-
have?
that's-
Did
that's
you
true,
fly
too.
out of California or something?
I
then?
flew out of Newark.
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
go over the Arctic Circle, which was kind of nice because this first 5 seconds
Wait,
I was
you
on,
went? It was nonstop.
it was nonstop.
Holy shit!
It was 14 hours in, 12 hours out because the Japan are just more efficient.
Wow.
I would not have expected Newark to have a direct flight to Tokyo.
Barely United does it. They weren't cheap tickets, and I had so much money I saved when I did the math. I was like, I'll get the extra leg room on the way
Sure.
back. And no, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I flew from Newark over to Tokyo and back. It was, yeah, good trip.
Super jealous. Well, I'm glad you had fun. Was it like tough to get back to reality after
There
you,
was- There was this moment where I got back and I ended up with trash in my hand, and I went to go put it in my pocket because they don't have public trash in Japan.
Sure.
And then I looked around and I was like, oh, there is one. There was also the first time I bought something where for a second my brain wasn't sure if they knew English or not. So I struggled with my words before I finally she said something. I was like, oh, anyway, I'm in America. I'm in America. It's also a weird phenomena where every time I wake up after this, I'm not sure where I am again for a few seconds. It's like I just imagine I'm somewhere weird in Japan until I see my hallway and I'm like, oh, okay.
You were there for quite a while, it was a pretty good substantial trip. So did you feel like you had enough time, or would you suggest
There's
more
there's
time?
so much more I would like to do there.
Yeah.
That was just the training to figure out how to do it right. I mean, it's probably going to be a while before I do it again, but now that I know what I'd want to do in Japan, I can better plan it out for myself and probably save some money. There's a reason that
because then you wouldn't need the tour guide-y stuff.
yeah, I could just do my own thing. The amount I paid theoretically is only 1/3 of what I would cost me to do it myself. So, but I wouldn't even be doing all those things, and I do it over a week, not 2 weeks.
Sure. Well,
Someday I'll plan it out.
I think that is super cool. Glad you
That's-
went. Glad you're back also, but yeah, glad you had fun. I think that then we can probably shift into what we've been playing. I don't know if you just want to kind of keep swinging into things. If you want me to just kind of,
If you come up with any
take
questions, I'm
next.
happy to answer. But
I
yeah,
do.
go for it.
Well, if you're not done talking about Japan, I want to. So you were in the beginning part. You were talking about your flight into Japan. What are the the juxtaposition of the airports in Japan compared to the United States? Is it better, worse, more chaotic?
For me, way better. They have a smoking room in the airports. You get over to the
Sure.
airport, there's just a smoking area to go smoke.
You mean
Those
just a bunch
places
of
normally
Japanese
stunk.
businessmen?
Yeah, pretty much. Those places normally stunk, but the ones at the airport were very nice because they were sponsored by some sort of tobacco thing they have, which is just like this metal battery thing, and then you buy cigarettes to put on it. You smoke it like normal cigarettes, but it doesn't produce
Sure.
ash or smoke, which seems like in about 3 years. I just got a
How does that
preview.
work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some sort of vaporization thing, but
Hmm.
I didn't take the time to learn it. But that was something over there. I'm like, we're gonna see this in like 3-4 years, I guarantee it. It's
Sure.
not here already, but
Did
just
you?
on the down low.
I'm surprised you didn't buy one and take it back with you in your
But
luggage.
where would I buy the refills from?
Oh,
Uh,
I guess that's true. I didn't realize that there was a refill
it's like
aspect to
I
that.
don't know.
It's
They
like a
look
cartridge.
like packs of smokes, but I don't know. I'm not sure how they worked. A little
Oh, I
confusing.
thought I was
They're called
envisioning you
Poomph.
like
Poomph.
I
Poomp.
was envisioning you like putting like a cigarette into it, but no, it's
You
like
do. You kind of do. You put a cigarette sort of looking thing into it.
I'm gonna have to look this thing up.
Yeah, Poomp is what it was. Poomph, they called them. Yeah, they
Okay.
let's see here. That's but the airport's very organized. I don't know, I didn't have too many opinions on it, but let's just say I was spent the whole time saying how incredible the public transport was for Japan, just because you get anywhere, super easy. It was really easy to understand those that transportation system, even though it looks like a mess on a map. Pull up Google
It sounds
Maps.
like it was mostly like bus that you took, or it sounds like.
No, I mostly did train.
Oh,
If
it's
I was in
okay.
Tokyo, they did bus for like a couple of like the up the northern territory stuff. Uh, but other than that, yeah, no, it was mostly trains if I was in Tokyo, and a lot of what I saw was because of the trains. I mean, I saw the giant Gundam. Oh, that ball's super cool. You just pull up with the train, you get out. They have the most adorable little electric bus that takes you
That's
over to the
so
mall from
cool.
there. Uh,
And then the giant Gundam is there.
and the giant Gundam's like right there when you get off. It's
Oh, that's so cool.
it,
I've did you see any like I'm sure they have this in like New York and stuff, but you know how they have like the 3D billboards or whatever that are
you
like
know what?
projecting on the
I really should have been looking for that. I think one of the areas I wanted to go to but didn't get a chance to had one of those with the big like curved billboard that like it looks like things are popping out of it. Uh, no, there
well,
was a lot of
that's cool.
lights though. I mean, like I rode a Ferris wheel at 12:30 at night for $6 in the
Just
middle
like
of a
sensory
city.
overload.
Yeah. Tokyo
How
was
tall was it?
it was off the seventh story of it.
Oh
It was
wow.
a big Ferris wheel. I didn't get exact
That's
measurements
crazy.
in all honesty. It was very high up. Uh, it was higher than
What
most of the rest of the city of
did
Sapporo.
you said there was a lot of Pokemon themed stuff? Did they have like Pokemon themed like foods and stuff? Is that
There was
was it like
so
was it
many Pokemon
just
promotional
everywhere?
things. In fact, while I was doing it, I guess I should have been on Pokemon Go because there was more than one occasion where I saw huge things saying Pokemon. They had like some sort of Pokemon event going on at that time.
Hmm.
And at least more than a few times, I'm like, why is everyone around me with cell phones? And I look, and they're all trying
You
to catch
realize
a
that they're yeah.
Mewtwo. It's yeah, no, it's 100% sensory overload, but eventually you get used to it. It took me a good day to sort of get my head around it and be able to just navigate easily. Uh, but yeah, no, tons of fun.
The only other question I had, um, were there any like, so you went to like the Nintendo store or whatever? Did you go into like any just like video game shops where there was just
That
like
was the
secondhand?
biggest, that is the biggest regret I have. I never had a chance to go into a retro video game shop. There's one in
Oh,
Sapporo, and I was running out of time and I wanted to see it before I left. And one of my friends on the trip started texting me immediately as I started getting close to it, and telling me there was stuff everybody wanted to do and that I never had another chance. Everything was
dang.
such a tight cut.
I'm
tight
sure that's something you would do
time constraints.
differently next
Yeah.
time, like you said.
Yeah, and I, you know what, as much as I love seeing the Nintendo headquarters, and it did have a smoking spot directly across it, so I could get a cool shot of me with a cigar in my mouth with the Nintendo City HQ building
I
in the
think you said
background.
that in the chat, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's I got that. That was cool. I tried to be very respectable. I'm fairly certain there's some female really high head of Nintendo who was on the bus with me, and she looked very nervous about it, and I felt bad. I'm like sitting there. I have a little plush Kirby on hanging off the back of my backpack. I didn't have anything else Nintendo merch on me, but I did have that, and
That's
that
awesome.
no, it's like
The what were those like? I'm looking through the pictures you sent. What were those like red and I think green or maybe blue like demon things that you?
oh,
Where was
those are
that
the
at?
Oni from the springs. They're the basically the
Oh, okay.
guardians of hell. Um, basically they were the gatekeepers is like the legend thing. They're not even allowed to tell us their name. It's like no, you can't speak their name. But
Oh,
they're
it's
our
one of those
mascot and
things.
they're fucking everywhere.
But you're like, I just put it through Google Lens. It told me the name. It's right here.
No, don't
That's
say it.
funny.
They'll manifest and take you to the home for infinite losers. It'll be terrible. But
Justin, do you ask it? Do you have any last minute questions? We could be talking about Japan for fucking ever. I
no,
feel
no,
like.
Oh
we
my
were already at
God,
9:30.
I'm sure I've got a million questions, but I can't think of any more right now.
I've been living through, like I said, you and my cousin who've been showing me pictures of their fucking trips.
This
So like yeah.
it's really cool, but maybe you'd want a tour to start out just so you can get your figure
I
it
don't think
out
I
and see
would.
things. I don't know.
I feel
It's tough to recommend that after that was the most exhausting part. And also, we're going through new places. I want to look around. No,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely a much more slow-paced tourist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
and you want to take it slow because there's a lot to see.
For
Yeah,
sure. Because
it,
if I missed the going to the secondhand video game store, I would be very upset. I probably that would like ruin my
I
whole
couldn't
trip
even go
for
into the
me.
Gundam store because you have to reserve time there and a signed agreement saying you're not going to resell it. Uh,
The
but
only
I did
thing
get to see the giant Gundam, and I did get to go through the Gundam museum, so I got those going on.
the only other question I have now that I'm thinking about it, did you go to like one of those sushi restaurants where the sushi's like on a boat and it's like floating and you get to like pick the sushi that's like floating in front of you or whatever? Or do you
I
not like
did
sushi?
something weirder.
Oh, tell me
It's
about it,
when you
please.
go over to basically you went over to you sit at a table, there was like five of us. You pull up an app, basically you open up your phone, it gives you a QR code to bring up a website. And this website basically gamifies getting sushi.
What? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It basically would like have specials every few seconds. There would be like a huge array of things to choose from, and certain things had like special icons on it. So you get a little card that has your husbando or waifu. We couldn't quite figure it out. Very, very good looking anime characters with stats underneath them. And we were later told we can't get any more because they actually limit how many people are allowed to get because people were selling them. Um, it was a wild one, but everything you ordered would just come on a conveyor belt next to you. It would just spit out, and you'd grab it, you eat it. We have a picture of like a pile of like at least 20 to 30 of these plates. And then here's the wild part: we got done with it. They gave us the check. For five people, it was like $110. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We were stuffed
My
out of our
wife and I
mind.
can't go out for Japanese food for that much.
That's
All the
amazing.
food was good. There was no such thing as bad food. It did not exist there. Anything you picked up was going to taste good. Period.
That's great. The Japanese do know how to cook, I hear. Like you can get like the best pizza in your life or the best like,
I don't know about their pizza, but I'm a purist. When I got it, it was on chicken.
Yeah, don't forget
Oh.
we're from New York.
Yeah.
So
Listen
we're
here,
a little
buddy.
particular about our pizza.
All right, whatever. I like a Chicago deep dish. How's that sound to you?
Ugh.
That's a pie. That's not a.
John Stewart says it's a casserole.
It's a casserole.
Okay. I feel like we should shift into what we've been playing because
absolutely.
We've been talking about Japan for a long time. Not that I don't want to keep talking about Japan.
I know,
but,
it's fun.
Justin, I'm going to let you go first, and then, or Brandon, did you have any other games that you've been playing, or is it?
Nope.
I guess you kind of talked about them. Yeah,
I tore through them. I tore through to make sure I didn't take up any time at the end. So
fair.
And I'm not really going to take up a whole lot of time. Next week, I will have an extra long change the system because I have a whole page of notes that I've been taking about the games that I have spent the most hours on for the past few months. Like,
sure.
I know every week I say I've played a crap ton of Xenoblade Chronicles X and Mario Kart World, but I've never really expressed fully why I spend so much time on those games. So I'm gonna get a little deeper into that next week. Pretty much the only thing I do want to mention is a new game that I played, and I think I mentioned getting this a few weeks ago, but I finally got a chance to sit down and play a few rounds of it. It's the Disney Music Parade Encore, which is
that a theater rhythm?
Kinda, yeah. Well, except not. It's more of, I don't even. I want to say it's more like a rock band, Guitar Hero, Amplitude sort of thing, but it's even simpler than that. It is a Japanese game. It's a very Japanese game. Fortunately, it does have an English language setting, so I imported it. This is another game that I got off of like AliExpress or Temu or one of those things for, like $30-$40. But yeah, it's got an English language version. It's kind of a fun little rhythm game. I need to get the AV sync with my TV situated because I can pretty much only play it handheld. Yeah, that's about the only like new thing I've spent any time with. Everything else is the same old, and I don't want to waste time after Brandon had his big Japan trip. Nope. This was your episode, man.
Yay.
Definitely.
I got an episode.
Yeah, and I only have one game to talk about myself anyway.
There is one other game that I started playing in the past couple of weeks. I put Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, the DS version, on my Thor, and started playing that.
Hell yeah!
And that is
how does it play?
Fantastic. That is probably the way to play it because it looks almost as good as the PSP version, but it's got all of the touchscreen stuff that the original DS one had.
Disarm that bomb in there. It's got a bomb in there.
Hot wiring cars, and God, that game was brilliant. If you can get this game anyway, I mean, obviously, it's so old now that you can't just go to the store and buy it. But if you can play this game anyway on any system, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars is...
I'll second that.
It is one of the best Grand Theft Auto games ever, and it's one of the best DS games ever.
It's my only... Like, I guess you made me play, what was it, San Andreas or whatever, like a year ago, and that one's fine too. But like Chinatown Wars was always like my favorite because I think I played like whatever the newest one, and I just couldn't get into it. So
four had a little bit of
that drug dealing mini game was so addictive because you could just like as soon as it unlocks, you can just rake in the cash by doing the, buy low, sell high crap.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
love that was in
that's
there.
it for new games I've been playing. Next week I'll go into detail about like kind of the things that I've realized about the games that I've been playing a lot of, why I've been playing them, and see if you guys feel the same way about especially Mario Kart, because I seem to be one of the few people who actually enjoys Mario Kart World.
Nice.
Mm.
Well, okay. Well, then I will take the lead next. I've been playing more games than this, mostly on like my server thing. A lot of like Neo Geo Pocket Color for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Good
But I'm
stuff.
not going to talk about all of those games. I do want to talk about one game called Librarian, like Tidy Up the something. I don't know. It's got a long fucking name. It's on Steam. You might have seen it on like social media. It's like a TikTok game and like a Twitch game right now. But like literally, what it is you are there's a bunch of fucking books all over the place and you're just organizing the fucking books. That is the game. But then you get like magic powers, so like you can like highlight the book that you're holding and you can find all the other books that go in the series, because like typically there's like 10 books that you have to find from the series and then line them all up in a row. And there's some more things, like there's a little itty bitty kind of story involved,
This
barely a
sounds like
story.
packing, unpacking that game.
Yeah, it's kind of that, but it's less. If you can believe it, it's kind of less of a game than unpacking, even honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm into it though. The game,
You like
the
to
titles
organize
of
things.
yeah, I guess the titles of the books are pretty funny too. So it's like there's like this one that's like, I think it's called "They Worship This Thing Called Wi-Fi," and
That's a good
so
title.
yeah, and it's pretty good. It's like set in a magical world too. So like again, like these powers that you get are like magic, and the books that you're organizing are magic. So like there's like these destruction and spell books and stuff. I don't know. I don't know why I like it. But it is weird and it's kind of cool. And it's actually honestly it plays really well on the Thor. It's a PC game.
Yeah.
I think I would uh
I have not
ex-
tried playing anything other than like old console and portable games on my Thor. I
so
really do need to try some of these PC
I
games.
would recommend doing so. That's the only thing is, and this is going to lead into the other thing I wanted to talk about my Thor. Your Thor kind of starts getting a little hot. Like, and if you look at the like the temperature or whatever, it was getting to like almost like 90 degrees Celsius. I was like, that's too hot. So when I'm like running some PC games, so there's like these mods that you can do to add your own thermal paste, and it actually like increases decreases the temperature when
Interesting.
you're running games. So I did that. I bought some expensive ass thermal paste because that was what was recommended. And
I can't imagine
thermal
taking
paste.
this thing apart just to play higher end games.
It's just what? Is there not enough paste on the existing things, or
so
did you
it
add
has
some?
paste, but it's a pad. It's not an actual paste. It's like a paste pad, you know. I don't know if you've seen those, but
I
like so
know.
if you put
I
your own
know.
paste and a better higher end paste, I'm literally getting like in some games 7 to 10 degrees Celsius less than what
Nice.
I was getting without the paste mod. Look up the paste mod on Reddit. It's a real thing. But that's not necessarily what I wanted to talk about right this second. So I don't know if you guys can see this. So in this game, there's the game part, but on the bottom, I have the map on the bottom of the screen, right? Like so,
Whoa.
like 3DS and 3DS games did that a lot of the
Wait
times,
a
but
second.
like
The joysticks can glow?
you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Swipe down from the top, and then there's
Which
joystick
screen?
LED sections.
This thing.
Oh my
This thing.
god.
I get
And you
one
can
right
cha-
now if I'm not realizing I need to upgrade my phone.
And you can change the colors too to whatever color you want.
Can you have it cycle through colors or?
There's like
Hamilton.
a app you can download, Justin. I'll have to send it to you. But yes, there's an app that'll do that, and it'll actually change the color based off of the color of the screen. So like if you're in like a water level, it'll be blue. If you're in like a fire level, it'll be red or whatever, you know? So
Oh my God, that
Pretty
is
sick.
awesome.
Happy and light.
I'm going to spend an hour on this thing just playing with the damn joystick lights.
Anyways,
You and your
this Librarian game.
Thors.
It's cool because like again, like in game you have to like literally walk down this to the bottom floor, and on either side there's a map of the top floor and the bottom floor telling you like which section everything goes in. But like I just put that on my bottom screen on the Thor. Somebody on Reddit took a screenshot and put them side by side and like labeled everything, so I just like used that. And yeah, that's that's now my map on the bottom. I know you
That's
can't really see it
sick.
very well, but like it's just really cool. I love this Thor. It's a really fucking cool device. It's not a it won't play like your most high-end PC games, it's not going to play like probably the latest. Actually, it probably would play Elden Ring. I don't know. I'd have to check. But it's not going to play like the latest.
I wonder if it'll play No Man's Sky.
It definitely plays No Man's Sky. I've seen people do because like you can do. I don't know what mod it is, but like there's a mod that you can put something on the bottom screen. Like
oh my
like
God, I was just about to ask if there was a dual screen version. Oh, I might be addicted to No Man's Sky again soon.
But yeah, this library game's cool. It's not for everybody. I will tell you that, but like for whatever reason, I'm enjoying organizing books in this virtual fucking library. Yeah, that's kind of it. I know we've been talking for a hot minute now, so I guess that's about time to put a close on this episode. Did you forget how to say "fuck ice" while you were away, or are you good?
Oh,
there?
no.
We're all right.
I could say that just fine.
Okay,
ice.
good.
See?
Good.
Fuck ice, indeed.
Good. Yeah, good. Glad you can remember that. Justin, Brandon, happy to talk with you again. Missed y'all. It's been too long. I'll see y'all next week. Adios. See you later. Fuck ice and bye-bye.
Peace out and protest.